Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be making Lion Guard vanilla and chocolate cupcakes. For the chocolate cupcakes you will need 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup and 3/4 of flour, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, 3/4 cups of Hershey's cocoa powder, 1½ teaspoons of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 cup of milk, a teaspoon of salt, 2 eggs, and ½ a cup of vegetable oil, which I forgot to show. In a large bowl, I'm adding 2 cups of sugar. This recipe does make 24 cupcakes, so if you want to do 12, just half all of the ingredients. I decided to make the whole recipe, so I am making 24 cupcakes just in case some cupcakes don't come out as good as the others when I'm decorating them, and also just as a little snack. But here I am just adding 1 cup and 3/4 of flour. I'm adding 3/4 cups of cocoa powder, and then I'll be adding 1½ teaspoons of baking soda as well as baking powder. And then I do add 1 teaspoon of salt, and then I whisk everything together. And this recipe is actually on the back of the Hershey's cocoa powder. It is a cake recipe, but I just use it for cupcakes. I think it's the same thing, and it's actually really good. So I definitely recommend trying it out if you haven't already. So here I'm just whisking everything together, making sure everything is combined. Now I am adding 1 cup of milk, just whichever is your preference. I use this one. And then I will add my eggs. I like to add them in 1 by 1, just to make sure I don't get 1 bad egg or I don't get a shell in there. Then I add ½ a cup of vegetable oil and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. This is the vanilla I always use. It's a Peruvian brand because I am Peruvian, but this is just the vanilla I grew up with, so this is the one I use. Once everything is mixed, I do add 1 cup of boiling water. This batter will come out thin, so it's not going to be like your thick usual cupcake batter. Now for the vanilla cupcakes, in a medium-sized bowl, I will be adding 1 1/4 cups of flour, ½ a teaspoon of salt, and then I will be adding 1 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and then I will just be whisking all of these ingredients together. To my large bowl, I'm adding ½ a cup of unsalted butter that's softened, and 3/4 cups of sugar. Then I will be beating this together until smooth and until the butter turns a pale color. Now I am adding 2 eggs, and I will be adding them in 1 at a time just until it is well mixed. Next, I'll be adding ½ a cup of milk, but slowly adding it a little bit at a time, alternating between adding a bit of our flour mixture and this until everything is mixed together. Then I will be adding 2 teaspoons of vanilla. As you can see here, I will be scraping the sides of the bowl from time to time just to make sure I don't leave anything unmixed. For these cupcakes, I will be making cream cheese frosting. So for the cream cheese frosting, you will need obviously some cream cheese, some vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, and then about 2 cups of butter, and then 3 cups of powdered sugar. I'm placing the butter in my mixer to beat. Having the butter at room temperature will definitely speed up this process. Once the butter is creamy, I will add the cream cheese and then mix those two together. Then I will add half a teaspoon of vanilla and then mix. I like to sift in the powdered sugar just because I feel like it makes the frosting smoother and there's not any clumps. But I do like to do this into 2 batches since we are using 3 cups. I just believe it makes it smoother, and this extra step is definitely worth it. And this is how the cream cheese frosting should look. So here I am just placing half of the cream cheese into a medium-sized bowl. I will be dyeing this portion of the frosting green, and then once I get the color that I like, I will be putting it into a piping bag. I decided to do cream cheese frosting since these cupcakes are for my nephew who's turning 2 and he loves cream cheese. So I just definitely wanted to try to make this frosting for him. So this green frosting will be the grass for our cupcakes. This is super easy to make and very delicious, so I definitely recommend making this recipe. Again, I will be splitting the frosting in half and dyeing this portion orange, and then the other portion I will be dyeing red. I'm just using the Wilton gel coloring dye. You can find this anywhere. I just got mine off of Amazon. So the red frosting did take forever to dye, and I had to breastfeed Amelia, so here's my husband helping me dye the frosting. I didn't show this part, but in a piping bag, I placed the red frosting first onto one side and then the orange on the other side to make the swirl between the two colors. This was a bit difficult, and the red did end up coming out more than the orange, so a few of the cupcakes came out more red instead of the combination of the two, but I think it still turned out pretty good, especially for it being my first time doing this. My husband was just watching me decorate these cupcakes and wanted to give it a go, so I let him try, and he didn't do so bad for being his first time. I didn't have the actual piping tip for the grass, so I alternated with two of the piping tips that I had on hand. It didn't come out so bad, but I do recommend getting the actual piping tip that's made to make fake grass on top of the cupcakes. I think it would have been a bit easier, but still didn't come out that bad. So I'm just continuing frosting the rest of the cupcakes. And this is how they all look with the frosting on top of them. So it's actually really hard finding Lion Guard stickers or cake toppers. So I found these at Party City. It's just some finger puppets and confetti. These definitely took the cupcakes to a whole nother level. I love how they turned out, and the kids got to play with the little finger puppets once they were done eating their cupcakes. This is the final result. I hope you enjoy watching this quick and easy Lion Guard cupcakes. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to watch more videos. Bye!